Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, we have new footage this morning of this devastating fire at Happy Valley Farms that killed 35 of the nation's best show horses.
Something's on fire.
Only one horse survived the fire. Between the show horses and the two stables, the loss is estimated at $4.3 million. The cause of the fire is still unknown. Next up, a teenager is dead and 3 other men are injured after a shooting in Chattanooga Sunday. The men were shot at a laundromat on Dodds Avenue. 19-year-old Demetrius Davis died at the hospital, while Jimmy McCane, Ladarrel Bradley, and Dominique King all suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Also, a Tennessee Highway Patrol trooper is seriously injured after a hit-and-run crash from a big rig on I-75. Trooper Joe Lindsay was on the shoulder of the road responding to a crash north of Knoxville Sunday morning when the incident occurred. The truck driver, Stuart Snedeker, was arrested and charged with driving under the influence and leaving the scene of a crash with injury. And Marion County's sheriff is asking for help finding out who's responsible for a homicide Saturday. 31-year-old Jeffrey Mora was found severely beaten at an abandoned building near Raccoon Mountain. Officials say he might also have been struck by a vehicle. A new national survey reveals that Grundy is the unhealthiest county in Tennessee. 17% of the county's population doesn't have health insurance, and the premature death rate there is nearly twice the state average. And Grundy's not the only southeast Tennessee county at the bottom of the list. Out of 95 counties, Sequatchie ranked 91st, and Marion ranked 90th. It looks like Volkswagen's Chattanooga plant may have to unionize if it wants to see any expansion. A top official for VW's Works Council says the group will block any expansion in Chattanooga unless a similar labor panel is put into place at the local factory. Of more than 60 VW factories worldwide, the Chattanooga plant is the only one still without a Works Council. And the airport authority is trying to encourage more flyers to depart from Chattanooga instead of other cities. Passenger boardings at the airport are down about 7% from where they were last year, and a study shows that nearly 2 of every 3 travelers from Chattanooga fly out of other cities. In fact, Atlanta's airport carries more than half of all air travelers from Chattanooga. Leaders of Georgia's Republican Party have voted to press state officials to withdraw from the Common Core educational standards. Common Core was adopted in 2010 and has been the constant target of criticism by conservatives who argue the standards may create a path toward a federal takeover of state education policies. A North Shore developer may end up repainting his newest apartment building, all because the building's neighbors don't like the color scheme. John Wise says the bright rainbow colors on his new $4 million apartment building is designed to mimic a row of San Francisco-style apartments. But neighbors say the bright colors don't fit the area. Now Wise is working with neighbors to create a new color scheme for the apartments and estimates it will cost an extra $8,000 to repaint the building. It's been about a year since Chattanooga's bike share system went live. Close to 9,000 day passes have been sold for the system, and about 600 people have annual passes. And in total, more than 21,000 bike trips have been made through the system since it opened last July. Finally, Chattanooga's finest canines will soon be sporting bulletproof vests. Local dog lover Robin Scott is on a mission to provide the vests for Chattanooga's 11 police dogs, but it's not cheap. The vests come in at more than $900 apiece. So far, 2 canines on the force have received the vests. Turning to weather, today will be partly sunny with some scattered showers and a high near 88 degrees. The low tonight will be around 68. I'm Harrison Keeley. For more on these stories and updates throughout the day, follow us on Facebook and visit timesfreepress.com.